I'm using pears, honey, and a handful of spices to create an ancient mead. I've received a ton of requests for pear mead, but I've never done it before, so building this recipe was a lot of fun. I started by just getting these pears diced up into 1-inch cubes and set them aside for later. We are starting with honey as a base, wildflower in this case, to provide fermentable sugars. Of course, I had to incorporate pears, and so I decided to actually use a gallon's worth of this pear juice, similar to when I make mead with apple cider, because I know the flavor of pear is very delicate, so I wanted to incorporate as much as I could. This is where things got interesting, because I wanted to add spices without having them be overpowering. I decided to use a few sprigs of fresh rosemary, some lemongrass, crushed nutmeg, just a hint of vanilla, and finally some black tea leaves. In my head, these should create something super aromatic and refreshing, and hopefully help complement the flavor of the pears. It already smells amazing, but we shall see, because you never know how flavors will show through in the end. Here, I'm rehydrating my yeast before getting that added to the rest of the vessel, and based on this sample, it looks like this could be a strong one at over 16%. Now, you're probably wondering about the pears. I saved them to be the last thing to add, just so it was easier to mix up all the ingredients beforehand, and I'm adding them to a brew bag because if I've learned anything from previous batches, these make it super easy to remove later on. And they're included in my kits now too. I fully expect that after this ferments, we'll have to make some adjustments, and I think there's a low chance that I nailed the spice blend out of the gate, but we will see. I'm really excited to see how this ends up.